Thank you for joining me today for your at-home aerial yoga practice. Today we'll be sharing the essential oil Valor. This is a blend by Young Living that I absolutely love. It was actually the very first essential oil by Young Living that I was ever introduced to that definitely invoked this passion and this hunger and desire to want to learn more about essential oils. So it's something that's very near and dear to my heart, and it applies to today's practice. Today's practice is a bit more energizing. I really do think that right now during this time, it is a time to slow down, to go within and do a lot of restorative practice. But also I know for those of us that are used to being a little bit more active, I'm for one, I'm used to teaching several classes a week. With slowing down like this, I'm starting to feel like some cobwebs and just some built up energy. And I wanted to create a practice to share today to help give that energy a place to go, to help with our impulsion, our forward impulsion in a positive way. So this practice is going to be focusing on activating our back body, our glutes, and our legs, and developing and invoking a really good deep sense of groundedness. So feeling really grounded and connected to the earth, to our bodies, to ourselves, but then also feeling that sense of empowerment to move forward with ideas, dreams, and goals, not just feel stuck in this sort of stagnant place that you might be floating around in right now. So let's go ahead and begin our practice today. So to start, we're going to begin with taking a drop of Valor essential oil and just placing it into your left palm. Once you've done so, then circle the palms together. Make sure you're in a nice, comfortable seat. So wiggling around a little bit to ground down into those sit bones. And then just cupping the palms like an open book in front of your heart. And close your eyes. And begin to take some deep breaths. With your exhales, feel yourself melt down. Invite yourself to sigh. Let out that sound of release and relaxation. Feel yourself settling down into your sit bones, relaxing into your hips, and just fully arriving here at your mat, preparing a space for your practice today. Inviting yourself to feel filled up with a golden, yellow, white light emanating energy. Beginning at your heart, emanating from your heart, surrounding you. Maybe it's bright white right at your heart, and then as it expands around, you see this soft glow of gold and yellow. Surrounding your entire energy field, creating a safe and sacred space. Uplifted energy, knowing that you are safe in this space, all is well in this very moment, here and now. Take a deep breath in. Seal the palms together as you exhale out into Anjali Mudra or a prayer position. And if there's anyone you want to dedicate your practice to today, take a moment and hold them in your heart and hold them in your palms. And we'll take a deep breath in together. And exhale out. Softly blinking open the eyes, letting your gaze meet the fabric. You want the fabric hanging over the cross of your ankles. Sweeping your arms around the outside, you're going to backwards dive them in so that thumb knuckles come to touch the third eye. And then turn the fingers out, thumbs are in the middle, forefingers around the outside, and then just slide the hands down to the base, interlacing the fingers. Roll the shoulders back and down. Inhale to sit up nice and tall. Exhale, send energy into those sit bones. And then with your next inhale, send the torso off to the right. Sweep yourself long and around to the left. And then exhale, shoulders are going to meet back over those hips. Inhale, stretch the arms long, extend the elbows, swing over to the left. Exhale, everything meets back into the midline. Inhale, smooth it out now with your breath. We'll go through 2 more rounds in this direction. And then pausing in the middle, take a nice big shoulder roll to just reset. Relax everything, wiggle it on down into the booty. And then we'll begin the other direction. Inhaling. And exhaling back to center. Feel your navel center pulling in and up every time you meet back in center with the shoulders over the hips. And taking 1 more in this direction. And then meeting back in center. From here, go ahead and uncross those legs, send them out to the side, and then press up to a kneeling position. Position yourself so you're right underneath wherever you're attached to the ceiling. Take the arms out wide to either side, overhead, and then let the fabric just drop behind the back, and then hold on to the bands. Step up with 1 foot, lift the torso a little bit, and then lean back. You want to feel the fabric connect to the base of the shoulder blades, and then lower the knees both back down to the earth. Tops of feet are going to press down firmly into the floor, so feel yourself press down. Arms open up out to a T, then come together to Anjali Mudra, and then reach up and through the fabric and take a long arm wrap here. Inhale to lift up out of the waist, grow a little bit taller. And then with your exhale, send the hips to the right and start circling to the left. You can let the knees lift one at a time off of the earth. Just let the hips be really relaxed. Focus on making space through the front of the body and the sides of the body and the back of the body. You might start to feel yourself kind of sliding down the hammock a little bit. That's okay. Let yourself melt into it. Relax your grip a little bit. And we'll go through 2 more circles this way. And then meeting back in center, pressing up onto those knees, unhook the arms, float the hands on down, roll the shoulders out, wiggle it all around, just release. And then slide the hands back up the fabric, hold on to the backside, step up with 1 foot, lift up slightly, lean back again to just double check that it's right into the base of those shoulder blades, and reset, getting ready for the other side. So arms out to the T, together into a prayer, and then reach up and through, and then take a long wrap with the arms like this. Take an inhale, lift up, press down on the tops of those feet, send the hips to the left, and circle around to the right. Just letting the hips be nice and fluid and soft here. Taking 2 more circles, letting the hands relax, let the grip relax. Feeling that stretch in the forearms with this gentle arm wrap. And then meeting back up in center, unhook the arms, float the palms down. Wiggle it all around, release those wrists, those fingers. And then just slide the hands up the back of the fabric, hook the thumbs, press the fabric out to the sides with the hands so it comes off of the back body. And then bring the fabric forward, slide the hands down so now they meet back into that hand wrap. And then take a scoot towards the back part of your mat. Leave your big toes touching, but separate your knees wide. Take an inhale to sit up tall. And then interlace those fingers, exhale, forward fold, finding child's pose, balasana. The elbows can be soft here, arms fully extended. Just let your hips settle. Let the back lengthen, let the head and neck just relax. Take a breath in, breathing into the belly. And breath out, soften, let go. And another breath in, and breath out. And then pull the navel center in and up, and then slowly peel yourself back up. So belly button to spine, you're gonna restack the vertebra one at a time, letting the head come up last, and then send the legs to one side. Bring the legs around in front of you then, so you're finding your sit bones. You may need to prop yourself up on a blanket or a bolster. I know my legs are a little tight from the mat yoga practice I led yesterday, but find just a gentle, comfortable straddle, and then unhook the hands and then just dive them in so that the wrists are resting and your palms are sandwiched together. Inhale, press a little energy down into those wrists to shine up through the spine, lift through the crown of the head. Flex your toes through to nose, send energy out through those heels. Feel nice and solid in those sit bones. Inhale again into the heart. Exhale, glide forward as far as is comfortable for you. So it doesn't have to be a super huge stretch here. Keep anchoring down through the back of those legs and then powering up through the spine, lifting in the crown of the head. Every breath, find a little bit more space to move into. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Once more, inhale and exhale. And then slowly glide your way back and then draw those legs together. Now go ahead and hold at the base of your fabric and scoot yourself forward a little bit. So kind of walk forward on those sit bones so you're closer to your hammock. We're gonna be placing the ankles inside. So right ankle's gonna come in, palms to the mat, adjust your hips, peel down onto those forearms, and then place the left ankle in. So both ankles are in, walk the shoulders in towards the spine and down towards those hips, and then let the palms turn face up and just take a couple of sacrum rocks here from side to side, massaging into the low back. Take a breath in and breath out. And then meeting back in center. From here, turn the palms face down and bring the palms in nice and close to the body. Reach through those fingertips, press down with those triceps, engage the heels down into the fabric. Nice and strong through those legs. Start to peel your hips up off the mat, creating one long line of energy. Inhaling at the top. And exhale, peel yourself back down. Just awakening the back body, nourishing the spine, and awakening the core to articulate the spine one vertebrae at a time back down into the mat. Inhale to relax everything at the bottom, and then press down into those heels. Exhale, lengthen the toes away from you, reach the legs long, lifting the hips up, inhaling at the top. And then exhaling, peeling yourself back down, pulling that navel center in and up. Inhaling to relax at the bottom. And exhaling, peeling your way up. Inhaling at the top. And exhale, peel yourself back down. We'll go through 2 more cycles here. Relaxing at the bottom. And lengthening back up. Taking your time with this, not rushing it. Last one. And peeling your way back down. And then from here, you're gonna leave that right ankle in the fabric, release the left foot. So there's some different modifications you can do with this one. So left foot can rest down onto the mat with the left knee bent. And then we're gonna be elevating the hips here, bending and flexing those right toes towards nose, digging the heel in and pulling the knee in, pressing it out. Pulling the knee in, pressing it out. The other modification that you can do is rather than having the foot down on the ground, you can reach those toes up towards the ceiling, elevate the hips off of the mat, press down through those triceps and those palms, and then bend and pull in and press out. Inhale to pull in. Exhale, press away. Try and stabilize those hips right where they are for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lower the hips down, bring the left foot to meet the right. Whew, feeling that in my right hamstring. Rock out the legs. Again, if you're feeling anything in the knee, if the knee feels really unstable doing that, then leave the foot down on the ground. Don't elevate the left leg up. So now we're gonna switch to the other side, leaving the left leg in, and either right foot is gonna rest on the ground to help support stabilizing the hips, and you're gonna still get the same amount of exercise here, really focusing on digging that heel down and pulling it in, or elevate that leg up towards the ceiling, really reaching through those toes, pressing down through those triceps and those palms, pulling it in, press it out. Inhale to come in, exhale to press out. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then lower those hips down, relax the right ankle in next to the left, rock the legs out, reach the arms up overhead, take a full stretch, and relax the palms down. Now, option is to just release the legs, roll over into the fetal position, come up to standing, and then join us with the next exercise. Or if you'd like a little bit of a challenge, you're gonna bend those knees, drawing the heels towards you, lift up those hips, and then poke the knees through the fabric so it's resting down the base of the fabric. Take an inhale, and then on your exhale, you're gonna reach up, grab onto those bands, and push the legs through as you pull yourself up, finding yourself in a little trapeze swing here. So fabric's gonna be kind of digging into those IT bands, getting a nice stretch here. See if you can balance yourself. I'm just rotating for the video here, but see if you can balance. Maybe take some breaths in. Try not to let your torso touch the fabric. It's harder when it's swinging and moving around. Inhaling. Exhaling, having some fun with it. Breathing through that stretch you're feeling on the side of the leg. Feeling your core. Now take your left hand to the left band of fabric, reach the right hand up and over to that left side as well. Take a rotation onto that left hip, let the left leg be long, and then release the left arm. Right shoulders rolled back and down. Now reach the right leg long, rotate so you're in a first position with the heels touching one another, and then right knee's up towards the ceiling. I'm gonna bend the right knee, draw the leg up, and then extend, and then close. And then draw the toe up the leg, extend the right leg long, close the legs together. Draw the toe up the inner thigh, extend the leg, close. Draw it up, just 2 more, and this is your last one. I know we're feeling those IT bands. And then bring that left hand up to find the right band. Pull yourself back up to your trapeze swing. Whew. Hold on to that right side, reach the left hand up and over to that right side as well. Rotate onto that right hip, release the right hand, shoulders roll back and down, and then extend that left leg out, rotate so heels are together, left knee is up towards the ceiling, bend that left knee, extend the left leg, close them together. Draw it up and close, draw it up and close. 3 more. And last one. And then go ahead and draw your way back up. And then let yourself, oh, actually, no, we had a cool transition from it. Scratch that. From here, hold on to the bands of fabric. Let the fabric drop into the back of the knee crease. And then now bring the right foot, bring it into the arch of the foot, Do the same thing with the left. Let the hips drop down. Shine your heart center up. Shoulders are back and down. You're nice and strong with the upper body here. And the fabric is wrapped around those feet. Then externally rotate the knees, pull the heels in, and then pull the torso up. Glide one elbow through, and then glide the other through. So now we're in this upright Baddha Konasana position where we're going to take it to an inversion. So go ahead and hold the bands. So left thumb reaches nice and high. Right thumb reaches nice and high. Take an inhale. Exhale, forward fold, sliding the fabric around the outside of those hip bones. And then let yourself come down here for the stretch. But we're going to add a little core exercise here and stretch for the shoulders. So go ahead and lift the arms up so they're out in a T position, and then cross the left underneath the right. Elbows are touching each other, and then you're going to rotate fingertips towards the floor, pressing backs of palms into one another in this modified eagle arm position, or if you can, wrap the palms to touch one another. So you're all wrapped up here. And then you're going to take an inhale, thumbs touch the third eye. Inhale, extend the torso out. Exhale, crunch it in towards your toes. Inhale to extend out. Exhale to crunch it in. Inhale to extend out. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale to extend. Exhale to crunch. Inhale, extend. Now reach the arms out and then bring the right arm underneath the left. You're hooking at the elbows, then bend the elbows so fingertips point towards the ground, and either backs of hands are pressing into each other, or you're going to wrap palm to palm. Thumbs touch the third eye, at least one thumb. Inhale to expand out. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And then go ahead and let yourself relax for a moment. Let the shoulders stretch out. Let the crown of the head release towards the floor. Take a breath in. And breath out. And then getting ready to transition out of this, you're going to stick your thumbs into your back pockets with your forefingers on the outside. And then slide up, and then keep those toes pointed down as you bring yourself upright. And then reach a hand up, reach a hand up. Slide the fabric off of those shoulders. Press back out into that L shape. Legs are long and strong. You're letting that tailbone reach back and down, feeling a stretch in the back of the legs. And then go ahead and release yourself down to your mat. From here, we're gonna work a little bit of leg strength and stretch at the same time. So, holding the fabric at the base, make a note though, if you do hyperextend in your knee joint, you're going to want to modify some of these positions that we're going to be doing and use the fabric to more fully support the leg versus having it like a band so that you're not injuring your knee in any way. But if you don't hyperextend in your knee, we're going to use it like a band. So turn the left toes out slightly, place the right heel into the fabric, and you actually want to be towards the back part of your mat right now when we go through these. And from here, you're going to externally rotate the knee. So turn the right knee out, point long through the toe. So it's like you're in this ballerina dancer position here. Roll the shoulders back and down, stand up nice and tall, palms are open to either side. Now we're going to challenge ourselves. The leg might not lift very high at all, but we're going to exhale, lift the leg and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew, feel the inner thigh. Sweep the arms up overhead. Inhale. Let your hands reach towards that band of fabric. Push it down the leg. Flex toes towards nose. Now your right knee is up towards the ceiling. Take an inhale. Lift up into that heart. Exhale. Push the fabric away as you pull this right hip back. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more breath. And then slowly draw the torso upright. From here, we're gonna take a rotation to the left. So my back is now gonna be towards the camera. So take the turn towards the left. So now your left toes are towards the back left corner of your mat. Right knee is still pointing up towards the ceiling. We're gonna take this into some plies. So tailbone's drawing down, pubic bones drawing up, shoulders are drawn back and down. Inhale to plie down. Exhale, press it up to standing. Inhale to plie. Exhale to press. 3 more. And then we'll take this into a nice inner thigh stretch. So from here, plie down, but now take your hands, stack them on top of your left knee. Keep lifting through that heart center. Take an inhale, and either stay here or exhale if it feels okay. Bring the hands down to the earth. And then if it still feels okay, you need a deeper stretch, you can take this into a full straddle, walking the hands to the right. Both knees are up towards the ceiling. Heart is reaching out long, tailbone is reaching back, pointing through those toes. Inhale and exhale, but don't push yourself into this if it feels like too much of a stretch onto those inner thighs. Honor where your body's at. And then we'll slowly reverse out the way we came in. Everyone meeting with the hands on top of the knee, and then pressing our way all the way up to standing. We're gonna take one more rotation to the left. So now you're gonna be turned facing the back of your mat. So soften your right knee initially and get yourself set up for your balance. Find a spot to focus on that's not moving. Left toes are pointing towards the back of that mat. And then now reach the right leg long behind you. Bring your hands to your hips, and we're gonna be lunging back. So go ahead and inhale, press back. Press into that left heel, come up standing, exhale. Inhale, lunge back. Exhale, press it up. Inhale. Exhale. Keep thinking about pulling that belly button in and up, supporting your low back. If you're feeling anything twinging in your low back, then back off from this one. Don't do this one. You can modify by doing just some lunges on your mat without the hammock, if that doesn't twinge your low back at all. I forgot now how many we've done because I've been chit-chatting. So let's go ahead and just do one more. And come down nice and low. Let your hands frame that left foot. Take an inhale, flex right toes towards nose. And then shoot the left foot back next to the right, finding a plank position, pressing a little bit of energy out into those ankles. Breathing here, inhale. And exhale. Check in with those shoulders, be pressing the floor away. One more breath. And then bend that right knee, hug it up towards the chest, and plant that right foot down by the right palm. And then slowly draw your way up. Check in with yourself, square those hips, bring the hands to the hips, and now begin lunging back here. So inhale to press back. Exhale, come up to standing. Inhale, and exhale, inhale, and exhale, and inhale, to exhale. I don't know how many we did on the other side, so let's just do a couple more. And then press your way up to standing. Now take a rotation to the left. Right toes are towards the back corner of your mat. Left knee is up towards the ceiling. And we'll begin our plies on this side. So inhale to come down. Exhale, press it up. Inhale. And exhale. Staying low on this one, stacking the hands on top of that knee, lifting the heart center, spine is long, take a breath in. And then exhale, lower those palms to the floor if that feels appropriate for you, otherwise staying on the knee. And then if it feels okay, walking your way over to the left, finding that full straddle position, shoulders are back and down, spine is long. One more breath. And then let that right knee soften. If you're not already there, we'll all meet with the hands stacked on top of the knee, pressing your way all the way up. Take that rotation. Now we're back to facing our fabric. Right toes are turned out just slightly though, just to help with your balance. Left knee is going to externally rotate and point the toe. Hands can come to the hips or palms to either side with shoulders back and down, lifting through the crown of the head. Exhale to lift and lower. Lift and lower. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flex toes towards nose, knees up towards the ceiling now. Inhale, sweep palms overhead. Lift up into the heart, and then reach for those bands of fabric. Fold over that left leg. Keep reaching energy out through the heel. Breathing space into the back of this left leg. Pull the belly button in and up every time you exhale to activate that core and deepen the fold. One more breath. And then slowly draw your way up, soften the knee, release the foot from the fabric, pedal out those legs. Whew, that was a nice little mandala circle we made. So from here, we're gonna come now into down dog and to strengthen our back and then come into locust pose. So taking that overhand grip of the fabric, step up behind the hammock, press up on the balls of the feet, guide that fabric right into that hip crease. And then hinging at the hip, reach the chest forward, tailbone back. Step back with the right foot, slide the fabric into the right hip crease, lower down. Bring that right palm down, step back with the left foot, press back with the left hand, bring the left hand down. Arms extend long, tailbones reaching nice and high, melting the heart center towards the middle of the mat. Take an inhale, and exhale. And breath in, and breath out. Shift the left foot to the right a couple of inches, and then point the right toes behind you. Make that right leg nice and strong. Inhale, lift the leg high. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale, and exhale, and inhale. And exhale, and inhale, and exhale. Now switch out the left foot for the right. Point the left toes behind you. Inhale, and exhale, lowering. Keep reaching back through those toes like someone's pulling your toe. The leg is nice and strong. Arms are still long. Heart center is melting towards the mat, so check in with the upper body. You haven't lost your positioning here. And if your hips are still getting acclimated to the fabric, this could probably not feel very good to you. So just work with your down dog versus doing these leg lifts. If the hips are really talking to you here, you gotta work a little bit more with that myofascial release and those hip flexors. Then meeting back in down dog, shift the gaze forward between the palms. Again, if your hips are really talking to you, then skip this pose. Don't do this one. Come back to it another date when your hips release more. We're gonna start walking your feet forward towards those hands and walking the hands forward. So you're taking a journey forward, grounding down into the balls of those feet. So you wanna go so far that you'll notice that I can't really go any further. The hammock is pulling me back and my hips are being supported by it. My legs are long, and then I'm gonna inhale, come up and fly my wings. Exhale, bring the torso down, palms to heart center. Inhale to fly. Exhale to come down. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Feel that powerful grounded energy through your feet, the strength in your back, the possibility of spreading those wings. And then lower those palms back down. Walk yourself back into down dog so that your hips are underneath your anchor point where you're attached to the ceiling. From here, we're gonna come into full locust pose. So take the right hand, the thumb's gonna hook to the inside of the fabric, 4 fingers on the outside. Roll the right shoulder in and then down towards the hips and slide that right hand up. And then you're gonna do the same thing with the left arm. So both shoulders are in and down, and then shine some energy into your heart. So notice how I'm kind of crunched forward here. I'm gonna lengthen my heart and then let my gaze follow. And then from here, I'm gonna glue my inner thighs together and lift my legs as one unit, feeling nice and strong in my back, breathing. If you'd like, you can swim the legs a little bit, working a little bit more into those glutes, and the strength in the back body. Taking one more breath. And then go ahead and lower yourself back down, releasing into down dog. Hands meet the mat, head and neck relaxed, tailbones lifted nice and high. Take a breath in, breath out. If your hips are still doing okay, you can soften into a hip hang, gently crisscrossing the ankles, letting the legs just dangle. Take the arms out to the sides, palm face up. Releasing the crown of the head towards the earth. No tension in the neck. You can shake the head yes, shake the head no. Just let it all go and just let yourself be draped over the hammock. No tension. And then slowly bring your way back into down dog. Take a breath here, feeling that length and space in the back now. And then we'll walk the feet forward as we walk the hands back, meeting in a forward fold, taking that pressure off the hips. Soft bend in the knees, bring your hands to your shins. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Ground down into those feet. Inhale, rise up all the way, sweeping the palms overhead. Palms meet and lower down to your heart space. Feeling the strength and the power that lives within you. Creating a force to be reckoned with of positive impulsion towards your dreams and goals. And then softly blink open the eyes. Step yourself back from your fabric. And now we're gonna go ahead and come into a little bit of a flow sequence. Before then, a little bit of some abdominals, and then wrapping up with a nice, gentle meditation within the fabric. From here, go ahead and bring the fabric around your back. Big toes together with your heels slightly apart. Inhale, press the fabric out to either side, lift up through the crown of the head, shine that heart forward. Gently clasp the fabric and exhale, forward fold, leading with that heart. Inhale, find a halfway lift, make an L shape with the body, reaching out through the crown of the head, reaching back through those sit bones. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, forward fold. And then inhale, rise up, soften the elbows over the top of the fabric as you press the hands forward, gluing the fabric into the base of those shoulder blades. Soften the knees and grab a seat into the fabric, stepping the feet forward slightly so you're in this supported chair position. And then press the legs long, sweep the arms up overhead, take a full body stretch, pressing into those toes, reaching out through those fingers. And then interlace the hands, cradle the back of the head, soften the left knee and relax yourself to the left. Inhale, center, soften the right knee and relax right. Inhale, center, exhale, left. Inhale, center, exhale, right. Inhale, back to center. And then take the hands, bring them up the back of the fabric. You want 4 fingers together and you're gonna wrap the thumbs. And then feel your triceps press down so the neck is nice and long. Soften those knees and come forward into this chair seat. Ground down into that left foot, draw the right knee up, and then reach the right toes back behind you, find the ball of the foot, and then press yourself up and set up for a crescent lunge here. So left knee stacking over the left ankle, tailbones drawing down, pubic bones lifting up. You feel the shoulder blades wrap the rib cage. Take an inhale. Exhale, really power down into that left heel into the mat. Press the ball of the right foot into the mat, scissoring those legs towards one another. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more breath in. And breath out. And then soften the back knee, release the body weight to the fabric. Both feet come together, coming to that chair position. Press the legs long, sweep the arms up overhead, take that full body stretch. Interlace the hands, cradle the head relax back into the hands, and the hands press into the head. Gently sway from side to side. And then meeting back in center. Reach the hands up the back of the fabric, 4 fingers together. Again, wrap the thumbs, press the triceps down, soften and come forward into that chair seat. Draw the left knee up, reach the left toes behind you, find the ball of the foot, and set up for your crescent lunge on this side. So pushing down into that right heel, right toes are relaxed. Tailbones drawing down, pubic bones lifting up. You're working to balance out through those sit bones, or through those hip bones, sorry. Inhale, lifting the heart. Exhale, grounding down into those feet. And finding some deep breaths here. Every breath melting into some space, fine-tuning your connection to your body, deeper awareness. Finding that power in your legs. Fully pressing your presence into the mat. And then soften the left knee, release the body weight back. Both feet come together. Press the legs long, sweep the arms up overhead, lean back into the fabric. Take that full body stretch. And then take the arms out to a T. Soften the knees, step the toes underneath you. Exhale, shift forward over those toes, coming to the ball of the feet, finding a supported plank. And then soften the knees, sit back. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, fly it forward. Inhale, up overhead. Leaning back. Exhale, strong core to bring you forward. Moving some energy around. Now, once more to come back. And then hands reach up the back of the fabric, inwardly rotate those palms, soft knees, and then inhale, press the fabric out to the side so you catapult up to standing. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, find a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. And release the grip of the fabric. Let the fingertips brush the earth, root to rise all the way up, sweeping the palms up overhead, palms meet, and then lower down to the heart space. Take a breath in, and breath out. And then go ahead and fan out your fabric, finding just one edge of it. Get all the folds out of it, move those hips around, move the legs around. And just cleansing and clearing the energy space. Now we'll get ready to come inside of the fabric. So turning your bum towards your hammock, hook your forefingers in, thumbs extend out to the sides. Gather up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 handfuls. Step back towards your fabric and scoop your bum up and inside the hammock. And then bring your shoulders around the backside. Hold on to either side of the bands, lean forward with the torso and kind of wiggle your butt from side to side and reach the tailbone back, just so you feel nice and rooted with those sit bones into the fabric. From here, we're gonna work our core a little bit before we just surrender into a deep space of relaxation. So first, lifting those knees, hugging around those shins, shoulders back and down, squeeze the inner thighs, lift the pelvic floor, and then go ahead and float the legs, float the palms, finding Navasana here. Lifting up through the heart, pulling that navel center in and up, finding your breath. Legs can be straight or knees can be bent. 2 more breaths. And then from here, we're gonna straighten the legs, lean back, make sure the fabric's supporting at the base of those shoulder blades. Interlace the hands to cradle the head, and let the head just relax back here. Elbows are wide. I'm gonna adjust the fabric a little bit higher there. My core is tired right now. Reaching long through those toes, take an inhale. Exhale, you're gonna press the legs out into a strong V position. Inhale, let the legs come back down together. Exhale, strong V. So let your gaze be up at the ceiling, elbows wide, and just pressing those legs out to the side and then letting them come back down. So you should feel your lower abdominals working, your outer thighs, your glutes. And last one. And then go ahead, soften those knees, reach up and grab 2 small handfuls of the fabric, scoot down the back, and close the eyes, close the jaw. So close your mouth, stretch the throat, take a breath into the belly. Breath out. And then draw your chin towards your chest. Go ahead and draw your way up, and then bring yourself inside of the fabric now. So bring the fabric over the head, reach one heel and the other into the fabric. Take a full body stretch, reaching through those toes, reaching through those heels. Sway the hips from side to side. And then we're gonna take a happy baby, which I know you can't really see me so well inside of the fabric. But we're gonna bend the knees in towards the chest. Knees are coming towards your armpits. And then your hands are gonna find the outside edges of your feet, like so. Feet are flexed towards the ceiling. You're gonna take an inhale. As you exhale, you're gonna work to draw those shoulder blades down and then press the legs out to the sides while drawing the tailbone down. So you should feel your glutes turning on, your outer thighs, making some space in the low back, pressing against that resistance of the fabric there. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. 2 more breaths. Keep pressing that energy out through those outer thighs. And then go ahead and let everything go. Stretch yourself out into the fabric. Adjust yourself. Wiggle those hips around the back. Make sure you feel nice and even here. If you'd like, you can go ahead and grab an additional drop of essential oil, rubbing it between the palms and taking some deep breaths. Before you go ahead and crisscross the arms over your heart space and invite yourself to just relax and let go here. Go ahead and soften through each one of the toes, the feet, and the ankles. Relax the calves and the back of the knees and the thighs. Release the glutes and soften across the hips. Relax the low back, the mid back, and the upper back. Just melting down. Let yourself just be held and cradled here in this safe and sacred space. Softening through the shoulders into the chest. Relaxing the neck and the throat. Releasing the jaw. And softening all the muscles of the face. Just letting go and letting be. And then slowly start to allow yourself to reawaken back into your body. Wiggling the fingers and the toes. Offering yourself a heightened sense of awareness of each part of you, as if you're in this womb-like space, witnessing your body for the first time, about to be reborn back into the world. A fresh new set of eyes, a fresh perspective, invoking this childlike wonder. And reaching the arms overhead as you're ready, stretching yourself apart through toes and fingertips, swaying those hips from side to side. And then releasing the feet out the end of the hammock, letting the hammock rest in the back of the knee crease. Letting the toes and the legs just dangle. And then reaching your hands up to find the back edges of the fabric. Press your way up to a seated position. And then you're welcome to join me, the seat down on the floor, on the earth. Letting yourself ground back down here. Feel this rooted connectedness, this awakened lower body. And then reach the fingertips out wide to either side of those hips. Turn the palms face up. Inhale, sweep the palms overhead. Press the palms together and exhale to the heart. Repeating that again. Inhale. And exhale. Some knuckles resting on the sternum. Thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of your practice and a part of your day. It has been an absolute honor and a blessing to serve you as best I can in this way. Namaste.